So I'm going to give you a little rundown of the Husky Connect system that I purchased recently, and tell you a little bit about it, and kind of give you an idea on the pricing as well. So this is the 3-part unit. This comes as a 3-part unit from Home Depot for $89.99, and it gives you basically a tray here that allows you to store some things in bins, which I'll show you in a minute. The second part is basically a bigger toolbox with a little tray in it. And then the wheeled part, which you can see the wheels here at the bottom, you can put wires and bigger cordless tools or whatever you want in there, just a little bit more space. Then it also has this handle up at the top, and you can see it's pretty straightforward to move around. Works really well. This is what the back looks like. There's a little lever right here, drops down the handle. It's a pretty sturdy handle. It doesn't, you got a little foot stop here so that you can easily maneuver it. So I'm just going to set this to the side here for a moment so we can move on. Now, again, to take these apart, real simple. There is a gray latch right here on either side. Okay. Those are all locked in tight now, so this thing won't move at all. Then to take it off, you just simply pull the snap, just like that. And on this particular storage unit, there's a handle. It's on the side, so you can just flip it up like that, and then just take it however you need it. Okay. Again, this is just simply made up of a bunch of little compartments. There's actually 2 of these normally. This is from another kit, but there's 2 of these, and then a bunch of little buckets, and you can place them anywhere you want. It makes it great for for fastener storage. I'm just going to close that back up. And it's really a pretty solid little unit. Now, the next piece is the medium-sized toolbox. And again, you just unclip either side, and then you can actually remove it. But before I do that, I want to show you what's inside. Now in this one, it has a little tray, fairly thin, but this is good. Right now what I'm using it for is for the impact wrench in the drill, cordless drill. I've got some spade bits in there, and I'll put that to the side. And you can see I've got my impact in my drill, the double charger, a couple different drill bits and such, and then the batteries that are in there. Okay, slack this back up, and we'll go ahead and remove that from the bottom. Okay, the third piece is a fairly good size bin. What I've got in here right now is just my pocket hole jigs from Craig, and I've got the saw in here, clamps. This would also be good for if you had some cordless saw, cordless reciprocating saw. They all fit in there as well, but I chose to use this as kind of my pocket hole saw, and I'll show you why I did that in just a moment. But again, pretty good sized bucket. And so that's just the $89 version of it, which is great. That'll probably fit most people's needs. I needed a little bit more though, because I want to take my whole workshop. Since I do a lot of different jobs, sometimes a little bit of electrical, a little bit of plumbing, and then of course, you know, you need wrenches, socket wrenches, such like that. So I bought a couple additional things. So I'm going to show you what those are now. So the first piece that I picked up, in addition to the $89 kit, is this little tray toolbox. So this was good, I figured, for hammers, and like, you know, I've got some different pieces in here. I've got some and tape measures, stuff like that. But kind of a little toolbox. You can put whatever you need into. Some people will take this and just kind of keep it empty and then just grab the tools that they want for the particular job that they're doing, throw them in there so that it's easy to transport. This has this little bar right here, which is easy to use. So what I've done is, that's actually what I put on top of the pocket hole devices. And then I lock that in, put that down. So that component just goes right on there. They all interchange, so however you want to do it. The second thing that I did was, let me show you here. Let me pick this up and move this out of the way. So I picked up an additional one of the trays that goes on the top in the kit. And I'm just going to pop this off of the device that it's on now, the component. And you can see this kit here, I made into kind of a little plumbing kit. I've got some pipe wrenches, and I've got some pipe cutters, tape, different fasteners. So I use that as my second device, and then I just put this on top of my my little construction work box. Lock those into place. Okay. So that's that. The next thing that I wanted to pick up was these little these components here, which are basically 2 drawers. And they've got a handle on the top, which makes it really convenient. Put that down, and then this little tray, it's not very thick, but you can put wrenches, screwdrivers, tape. It works good there. And then the next component could go right on top of that. So I'm just going to show you how this works. Got these nice little levers right here to keep things in place when you're moving it. But on this one here, I've got basically 1/4-inch socket wrench, 3/4-inch ratchet, and a couple other little components there. But then underneath it, I've got some 3/4-inch socket wrenches. I've got pliers, pipe wrenches, and I've got vice grips and adjustable wrenches there. So this is kind of my little wrench sockets piece here. That goes on next. Okay, and I'm just going to fasten that one here. Put that down. So I also needed things for screwdrivers and actual wrenches. So what I did was I picked up another one of those. Now, I should have gone over the prices. The first thing, the little toolbox that had the hammers in it, that's about $16, I think, $15 or $16. And then the little device that I use for the plumbing, that goes for, let's see, those I think are around $16 as well. $19 for those. And then these components here are, I believe, $36. And these are the drawers. So I bought another set of drawers for this one so that I could put my screwdrivers, Allen wrenches in. And then you can see I've got my normal wrenches here. And I'll also, when I pull this out, I want you to see, this is a nice metal glide right here. Maybe I can see it a little better from the other side. Yeah, so it's a nice metal glide. It is really smooth and not hard to operate. So what I do with this one is I'm going to actually put this on top of the other one where my sockets are. And I'm just going to clip those in. Okay. And again, you could put some more things right on here, some thin items. Real easy to, you know, if you want to throw another wrench on there or something like that. Works good and doesn't get in the way of the box that's going on top of this. Okay. So those are those components, and then we've got one last component, but actually second to the last component. This here is a standalone device, and this works really nice. This is actually 2 levels. It's got a really strong handle right here, and this is the what I'm going to be using for my electrical. So I'll put this on top. Notice that this piece goes for, I think, $34. And you can see we can just lock that on there as well. Okay. Nice thing about this one here is it's actually multi-level. And if I take the clamps off, I can just put that like that. And now I've got my electrical testers, some screwdrivers, some basic stuff that I need for electrical. I'm not an electrician. I just kind of, I can do some basic repairs, but this is good to have everything here. I've got different wire connectors, and I've also got wire nuts, strippers, so on and so forth. But this has to be a top piece. You can't mount anything to the top of this because of the cantilever. But if you notice over here, it's a really nice system. When that closes, notice it didn't close because I have the handle up. But when I put the handle down, it closes. The beauty of this is if you forgot to latch these, when you put the handle up, it locks it in place so that it won't go anywhere. So I really like the design on that. And close that down, we'll lock this up. So this kit becomes my kind of my little tool chest in the garage. So I'm gonna go ahead and just move this over and out of the way. Really simple to move, as you can see. Not hard at all. There is a foot peg down here to help you balance things. I'm just gonna put it over to the side here. There we go. Okay. So when it's in the garage and I'm all set, with it, I just leave this here so that I've got, there's my screwdrivers and Allen wrenches. There's my wrenches. There's my socket wrenches here. So that's really nice and easy. And like I said, it's really so simple to just take these apart. So if I have to get to my other tools down at the bottom, again, like I said, it's the plumbing and then like the hammers and things like that. Stuff that I don't use as much is down towards the bottom. But if I have to do a quick electrical job, I just pop this one off, take it with me. If I have to just do something where I'm using socket wrenches, I can just take that component with me, and it's really modular. So what I did, though, is I have my cordless tools, and I do take my cordless saws, reciprocating saw, the normal circular saw, the oscillating saw, and I use those quite a bit, and they just take up a little bit more room. So I bought this other component here. Now this is $44. It's a 26-inch rolling case. You just pull out the handle here. This rolls nice and smooth. And again, we'll just pop the top off here. The other thing that's kind of cool about this too is this is actually a 2x4 width. And you can put 2x4s on here, maybe put your table saw on here if you needed to. But it also has little markers for basically 1/4 inch, 1 inch. So that's kind of neat to have there. I'm going to open it up. Comes with this little top tray. And what I've done is I've put all my saw blades, Sawzall blades, and I also put some brad nails in there because I do have a cordless brad nailer as well. So I just take this out, and as you can see, I've got a cordless circular saw. The reciprocating saw is down there. I've got a brad nailer here, charger, and then the jigsaw is actually down below, along with the oscillating multi-tool. So pretty much everything that I need if I'm going to do any construction or any small home repairs like that. And it fits in there real nice. And then I just close that up. And then what I decided to do was take that toolbox that I have the cordless drills and impact wrench in, And I decided to put that on here. As you'll notice, fits right and tight in there. And then it locks into place because this is all part of the Connect system. So now I've got all my cordless components, my circular saws, my reciprocating saw, the oscillating tool, jigsaw, and then all my drills, my cordless drills right there. So I can easily grab all those and head to the job site. And in addition, I figured it's good to have some fasteners along with you. So I took the other fastener that I bought. Again, the fastener, the 12 drawer or 12 compartment fastener, the 12 compartment piece basically is $20. And that just goes right on top of here. Lock it into place. And I pretty much have everything that I need to do a small job right in this little kit. So really handy. In the workshop, I just basically park it out of the way. And that store's easy. It leaves it nice because I can still get to all my fasteners on the top if I need to get some screws or whatever. And then, of course, I've got my electrical right here. So I can get to do whatever I need to do there real quickly. And like I said, again, in this configuration, it's basically just like having a tool chest at home, but everything is completely modular and portable. I gotta say, this whole setup, this here, under $200. Maybe it's actually $250, I think, for everything. But you really can't go wrong. We'll see how it goes. I'll probably put another review out in a year or so after I've been using it a bit. But nice little system, a cheap way to go. Start off with the $89 kit, and then you can just kind of add components. I already know that I'm going to add another one of these compartments. They're pretty deep, and it'd be great to have for different screws and nuts, and keep those available so that I've got everything I need when I need it. There you go.